It's changed our economy, and that's perhaps the least surprising thing, because as forecast, Brexit has impacted negatively on the UK economy, not precisely in the ways that was forecast. So services trade has held up pretty well, but goods trade has been affected, investment has been affected.
Found a teddy with Maria. We knew exactly which location. And because we're not attached to the UK, to the EU, we're going more to the US. It has cost us money. We're definitely, slower and it's more expensive, but we've survived. We're still in business. We're still a market leader in many of those EU countries, even though we still manufacture from here. One of the questions, of course, is should we set up a second manufacturing office inside the EU? We've decided not to for the time being, but that's constantly something that we're considering. Yes, yeah. Yeah. In general, my personal view is that some of the benefits of Brexit were probably obvious lies, sadly. So I think most businesses have adjusted, but speaking to a number of my entrepreneurial friends, I think the majority are saying Brexit is worse, with some saying it didn't matter, depending on what they're doing. So people have adjusted, maybe closed down businesses. Some of them actually moved manufacturing out of the UK, for example. So we've all adjusted in different ways.
And our politics has been changed quite fundamentally as well. We've seen the sort of social bases of our major parties shift quite profoundly. We've seen a new division around Brexit becoming part of electoral politics. So the impact has been really quite profound. What I would say is the world trading system, the world economy has changed in ways that make Brexit a harder sell now. Brexit, if you like, was based on the assumption that globalization would press ahead at full speed and that our nearest and largest trading partners would remain liberal, open economies. Neither of those things has happened because of the war in Ukraine, because of COVID, because of deteriorating relations with China. Globalization has slowed down at best and been reversed at worst in some areas. And both the US and the EU have become more protectionist. We saw that even under Biden. Huge amounts of money spent on subsidizing domestic industries, which make it harder for external industries to penetrate those markets. And this at a time when we've left the European Union and are desperate to see trade as the basis for prosperity. So the world is a far less forgiving place now than it was in 2016 when we voted to leave.